Good morning, everyone. Well, today apparently is the State of the Union address by Trump, and it seems that Democrats may not attend. So let's just see if the cards can tell us about the State of the Union address, what's taking place today, etc., etc., etc. So first thing out, the reading's about his insanity. Things done by the dark of the moon, and again, just his. So I would say 9 out of 10, he's going to go off the written thing and go on his usual rants about how fabulous he is, and the rest of his brouhaha, how he won the 2020 election, and I mean, you know, the usual drama. Energy coming into it's a tower moment. So I would suggest that it's not going to go stellar this afternoon when he gives his State of the Union address. His insanity and a tower moment blowing up. Above it, is he going to drop things? The action? Try to pick it up? Try to move it? With what's going on overseas, what's coming in? And something moving rapidly. So today, we have we have the Republicans, okay? The Republicans. The challenge is this wanting a victory. Okay, Republicans want a victory with it. Above it, we have the concrete message. Foundation by Trump. Okay, so Republicans are wanting to see him do well, but we already see coming into it's going to be an absolute disaster. Potential outcome, an abuse of power. He's going to go out there flailing with his drama, the swords coming out, wanting to stab everything in sight, outside influence. He's going to try to get out of these waters and get somewhere better, but apparently, he's in that boat by himself. And all these truths are in that water that he's trying to get through. Meanwhile, he's got the knife in hand. Above it, what's being birthed in America. And the foundation and agreement. So the foundation of all of this, rapidly Trump, some sort of an agreement. Above it, trying to pick something up when it comes to this concrete message he's putting out to America today. But going into it, we have his insanity. We have the tower moment, the Republicans wanting a win, but we have this ongoing abuse of power and trying to, get through waters, muddied waters. Underneath of it all, justice. Things are being pondered, doesn't like what's coming out when it comes to justice. We have trying to figure out a new move. When it comes to the lovers, when it comes to the drama that he's trying to get away with, and what's taking place with the wheel turning, okay, the wheel is turning on it across the world because things are being worked on when it comes to his choices in life, what's happened. and what they're offering up. Now, this is, again, being ruled by the emotions when it comes to the wealthy. Okay? We know that's what motivates him. Kowtowing to the wealthy, wanting to be one of the wealthy, wanting to become a family like Rothschilds, you know. He wants to have his family become some big worldwide known entity, if you will. But we have ongoing nightmares that are taking place when it comes to what's being handed out. He's facing a loss. When it comes to the, now I think this has to do with his Magatonians. They're turning on him. He's facing loss there with any new information that comes out because he doesn't like the harvest, something new, concrete. When it comes to him trying to control the actions from the White House, again, standing guard, feeling battle weary, and he is out in the cold. And his Antichrist, the ones that he has in power now, and the actions taking place, there are more investigations that are painful, mentally, physically painful. More light is going to come on the things that are up in the air. The things they've tried to keep hidden are being overturned, okay? Things they keep trying to stall when it comes to what they need to be handing out. Again, what's being offered up about, guess who? The Emperor, and this is him again wanting to control, telling them to block everything when it comes to his dark deeds and manipulations, with the evidence in hand that, of course, he's trying to distance from, as usual, and what they're withholding. Of course, this is Bondi, the actions in hand, what they've tried to build, but this new cup is there. It's a burden, and it's about the deaths. The deaths. More is coming across the world, okay? So more hand in hand across the world is coming out. The Republicans won a victory when it comes to the State of the Union address today, but it's going to be a tower moment, a disaster, an absolute disaster. So I'm going to do the other reading style as well, and we'll just see what it has to say. Give these a ruffle shuffle, and we'll see what it's about. Okay, so at the center of it all, we have the wealthy. Okay, the wealthy are a wealth of evidence and ruled by the emotions, what's crossing it. Ruled by the emotions when it comes to wealthy. Okay, let's give these a shuffle and see what else it has to say. What he's offering up. You know, his whole emotional thing is wrapped up with being wealthy. That's his ego. It's all about how much money he has. So coming into it, new information. We've got a card trying to abscond out of the card of pain. Mental and physical pain is trying to run away from out of here. when it comes to the arguments, the difficulties, the struggle, above it, blocking information. Yeah, but the lid is coming off. The lid is coming off now from what they're trying to block because of agreements coming in. I think we're going to use the Gypsy Oracle as well. And my Lenormand deck this time. Let's see what else it has to say. Okay. So first thing out, all the pleasure seekers. The wealthy that just think they can get away with anything and wanting to block the information about what they've done. Sacrifices. Oh, that's not good, is it? The pleasure seekers' sacrifices. What they're blocking. Ooh. The fortune. And trying to turn their back on what's coming out, what's being blocked about fortune. Now, in this case, the card of the fortune has the blindfold on. So don't want people to see the money being spent on this sacrificing of girls. Oh, my Lord. The enemy. When it comes to new information about the pleasure seekers and sacrifices that took place, arguments, arguing about it. There is an enemy trying to sweep things under the carpet so they're not seen. We know who that would be, don't we? And money on the table, struggling. Arguments when it comes to the fortunes and what's flowering. More is going to come out about the monetary stuff. Lid is coming off. Child, of course, the Epstein stuff. That he can't walk away from, okay? His name over 1 million times in the Epstein files, okay? And the other side of it, house on fire. I keep getting that with him with these readings. It's burning down. About his deception that he's trying to walk away from with the Epstein files. Underneath of it all, we have the children, the love, the future things coming out, okay, about the Epstein files. The love of the pedophiles. More documents are going to be coming forward in motion. Hard-won lesson about their frivolity, about their uncare, their unconcern about people. Okay? Those that are faithful to this pedophile life the journey about these things being looked into. Thoughts now are about what they're struggling with. The dark mindset of thoughts. The egotism of Trump. And scholars eating away at what's there. The malady, the illness, there will be some short-term luck when it comes to that. The girls that are grown up are still waiting for the health of this, for these things to come out about the foe, the enemy of the communities, and those all engaged in this theft or trying to get away with it. The priest, the toxic ones, satanic, okay? Satanic. And some sort of a surprise promise that's going to come out. The lover, these ones wanting to control. This sadness, the melancholy when it comes to all the obstructions, and being consistent now in waking up. Okay? So, lots of things going on. An agreement, wanting a victory, wanting to get to a different place, something new coming out, new concrete about a loss, dealing with the Epstein files, what's being handed out about Trump, the White House, a new action, planning the next action, with the takeaway, the things that they're trying to get away with, and the things being pondered when it comes to the absolute truth, with what they're withholding and wanting to control when it comes to evidence, what's being juggled, what's being worked on, and a new cup of abominations about to drop. Okay? So lots of stuff coming up when it comes to not just his, we started out with the State of the Union address, which is not going to go well. The Republicans won a victory, but it's going to be a nightmare as usual. And because, we still have a lot of the Epstein things going on. Yeah. Feeling pushed to the edge, mentally bound, figuring out the next move, pondering, doesn't like what's coming when it comes to justice, concrete message that he's trying to put out, but things are moving, being juggled. When it comes to his desire, some sort of a new action, trying to strengthen some bit of control when it comes to these painful elements. Now, I would say he's trying to control his mind and stuff, but that's not going well. We have the investigations, things moving forward rapidly. When it comes to the fake, the satanic ones he's got in there in power, they're out in the cold with the choices being made in life and what's being worked on, because truth is coming out. The lid is coming off when it comes to the evidence they're holding on to, When it comes to the truth, the world is putting it out there, and there will come endings, okay, with the burden of this. So, Trump and them keep trying to hide this, be deceptive, but things are coming out, and it's going to continue to be revealed because the world, the rest of the world, is taking action. Okay? And when the rest of the world is taking action, they cannot continue to bulldoze what's going on here. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see if the cards are right or wrong. I know I'm not going to watch his State of the Union address. We all know what he's going to do. It's going to be the same thing as one of his rallies. Absolute crap about how fabulous he thinks he is and how unfair everybody is to him and yada, 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 yada. More of the same. It's not going to change. They'll write a speech for him, but he won't be able to contain himself to stay on message to whatever they want him to say. He absolutely isn't going to do that. And it's going to look pretty pitiful when Democrats don't show up for the State of the Union address. And again, as more comes out across the world when it comes to Epstein stuff, then they can't continue to bulldoze things here. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the supporters. I do appreciate you all, and we'll continue forward.